Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear student, today we are going to discuss about another topic of electrochemistry, that is oxidation state or oxidation number. So oxidation state or oxidation number is defined as the number of charges an atom will have in a molecule or in a compound. Or we can define oxidation state or oxidation number as the apparent charge assigned to an atom of an element in a molecule or an ion. Now what do you mean by these two definitions? For example, if we have sodium chloride is NaCl. Now as we know that in sodium chloride is an ionic compound, so it have some charges, like sodium have positive 1 charge and Cl have negative 1 charge. The reason is that sodium is making an ionic bond with the chloride ion. In this case, sodium atom is donating one of the electron to the chloride ion, and hence sodium have positive 1 charge and chloride have negative 1 charge. So hence it is ionic compound in nature. Now this positive 1 charge, as you can see on the sodium, and this negative 1 charge on this chloride ion, these are known as oxidation state. Similarly, if we talk about another example, that is hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is HCl. Now hydrogen chloride is a covalent compound. In this case, hydrogen have positive 1 charge and chloride have negative 1 charge. Now this hydrogen chloride is covalent compound, and the reason is that hydrogen and chlorine atom are sharing their electron, hence it is termed as covalent compound. Now this charge positive 1 and negative 1, this apparent charge, as we have discussed in the definition, that apparent charge assigned to an atom of an element in a molecule or an ion is known as oxidation state. So these apparent charges positive 1 and negative 1, similarly this positive 1 and negative 1 in case of sodium chloride, these are known as oxidation state or oxidation number. As we have discussed in the previous lecture, that those elements which show an increase in oxidation number are oxidized, while those elements which show a decrease in oxidation number are reduced. So in this case, if we have sodium atom and if it loses its electron, it would be converted into sodium ion. And similarly, if we have chloride ion, if we have chlorine atom, and if it gain 1 electron, it would be converted into chloride ion. This is actually chlorine atom. After gain of 1 electron, it would be converted into chloride ion. Now in the above, sodium will lose 1 electron, that we have to mention over here like this. Now what does this mean? As you can see that sodium is in a 0 state, so it is moving from 0 to +1. This is increase in oxidation number or oxidation state, so it means sodium atom is being oxidized. Sodium atom is showing oxidation. OXI is for oxidation. While in this case, in case of chlorine, since we are moving from 0 to -1, This is decrease in oxidation state or oxidation number. So it means chlorine is showing reduction. RED is for reduction. So now let's discuss another example that is related to a molecule. So we can take an example of water. Water, as you know, that water is having formula H2O. Now in this case, oxygen atom is having -2 charge, while hydrogen atom is having +1 charge. So now this +1 and -2, these are known as oxidation number or oxidation state. Keep in mind that a molecule as a whole is always neutral. How? If you multiply 2 with +1, you will get +2 charge. This is for hydrogen atom. And once you look for oxygen atom, you have -2 charge. In case of oxygen atom, you have -2 charge. So what is the product? +2 and -2. You will get 0. So what does this mean? It means that a molecule as a whole is always neutral. In case of water, water is a neutral molecule. In case of sodium chloride, as you can see, as we have discussed earlier, that the oxidation state of sodium is +1, while for chloride it is -1, -1. So +1 and -1, they would cancel out. So as a result, you will get 0 as an answer. It means that sodium chloride as a whole is neutral. Similarly, we have discussed about HCl as well, and we have discussed that hydrogen is having +1 charge, while chloride is having -1 charge. So what does this mean? This positive and this negative would cancel out, and from +1 and -1, we will get 0 as a answer. Similarly, if we take in another example, that is for magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride. Now in case of magnesium, we have +2 charge, while chloride ion have -1 charge. So now 2 multiplied by -2, you will get -2 for chlorine, and magnesium have +2 charge. So if you cancel them, +2 -2, you will get 0. So keep in mind that molecule as a whole is neutral in nature. So oxidation state indicate the degree of oxidation for an atom in a chemical compound. It is the hypothetical charge that an atom would have if all the bonds to atom of different elements were completely ionic. Oxidation states are typically represented by integers, which may be positive, negative, or 0. As we have discussed various examples, in this case sodium have +1 charge, chloride have -1 charge. In a free state, sodium have 0 charge, chloride have 0 charge. So it may be, the oxidation state may be positive, it may be negative, or it may be 0. Now what is the purpose of oxidation state, or why do we study oxidation state? Oxidation number or oxidation state are used to keep track of how many electrons are lost or gained by an atom. As we know that whenever an atom loses its electron, it carry positive charge. For example, in this case, if sodium lose one electron, it have positive one charge. Similarly, if chloride ion gain one electron, it have negative one charge. So this was all about oxidation state and oxidation number.